Hello my friends, as you can see, this is the finished part of the Elvis room. It still looks a little bare, but just bear with me and we will all bear together. That's an Elvis reference right there. But this is unfortunately not the end of my experience of renovating an Elvis room, because this is the next room I have to do. It looks worse than it is. I just put all the things that I had in this room on the other side, and now I have to clear it out, give it a fresh coat of paint, and then we're ready for the next step. So if you like what I'm doing, just comment right now, and before I go, I'll show you something that is gonna live here. Hi, what do you think? Isn't it nice to have an Elvis room? But it would be nicer to have Elvis in the room. But what I'm gonna show you now, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my books. I have a few, but this one is a book written by Arjan Deelen in cooperation with John Daly from the Elvis Persley Boulevard pawn shop in Memphis. And John Daly discovered some negatives, and Arjan Daly, he made it into proper pictures. They had a lot of work cleaning them up, those negatives, and make it into beautiful pictures, which are all in this book. And I will read to you what it says. It's about Elvis Presley's November 1976 West Coast tour. Is one of the best that he did in the final years. And yet, oddly enough, not much is known about this tour. It's always gone a bit under the radar, almost like the lost tour. This book tells you the inside story of that tour, with over 115 previously unpublished photographs, hitherto unpublished paperwork from Colonel Parker's office, original articles and reviews, as well as interesting insights from those who were there, such as Gary Sheff, Ronnie Todd, Myrna Smith. Talk about everyone. It offers a fresh perspective on that tour. Many of the photos were recently scanned and restored from the original negatives. Things were looking bright for Elvis back in November 1976. He'd lost a lot of weight since September, and he was excited about a beautiful young woman that he just met back home in Memphis. He looked much better than he had in almost 2 years, and seemed more vibrant and energetic. He was vocally strong and performing long and varied shows. He seemed happy about life in general, and performing especially. As we know now, it was not to last. But for that brief moment in time, Elvis' future seemed bright and full of promise. This book tells you that story. Now, Arjan Daly, I met him 1 year ago while he was promoting this book, and I was there early. I was setting up his stand and nobody was around, so I had a talk to him, and I talked to him for about 1 hour and a half or something, just about Elvis, about being Elvis fans. We got Graceland, Memphis, everything an Elvis fan talks about. And he wrote this in the book for me. I shall read it in Dutch, in Flemish. Aan David. Leuk met je gesproken te hebben, Arjan 7-1-23. That just means to David, nice talking to you, Arjan, 7 January 2023. He's a very nice guy, really, and if you get a chance, buy this book. It's called Guaranteed to Blow Your Mind, the November 1976 Tour Revisit. And I'm going to show you a couple of pictures in it, because they're really great pictures. Look at that. He's always a jokester, Elvis. And the stories in the book are great too. See beautiful pictures. The man was in shape, see John Wilkinson, stories about Elvis and about the tour. He is praying here. I hope you can see it well, and if you don't, just buy the book. Well, that's a wrap. Great book if you ask me, and if you want to buy it, get in contact with Arjan Deelen and he will find a copy for you. And by the way, I went to the Elvis concert of 2024 produced by Arjan Deelen, and it was great. It was with an ETA. I'm not really a big fan of ETAs, but it's unfortunately all we have left because there's no Elvis anymore. But that way, at least his music stays alive. And it was a great show because it's a great singer, Dwight Eisenhower is his name, but the band was fantastic. And there were also two people that performed with Elvis on that tour. Bob Lanning, he played the drums on the On Stage album in February 1970, great drummer. He's about 70 years old now, and he drums like a 20-year-old kid, really. And then Jim Murray was there too. He was a background singer of the Imperials Quartet, and he can be seen in the movie That's the Way It Is. Older guys, but really legends, really legends. And I picked up this CD over there, as you can see. It's the newest FTD production, and it's still sealed, but you know me, and you know my knife, it's not going to be sealed forever. I have to be careful because it's a cardboard thing. And it has a disclaimer on it. It says, audio disclaimer. Please be advised that this release contains various audio imperfections due to limitations of the original source. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is a soundboard and not a professional recording. And it has its limitations about the mixing and everything. But as I understand from reading and looking on the internet, their quality is really great. Be careful not to hurt the hide sticker. I'm going to keep that. I'll show you the insides as I'm discovering them myself for the first time. It's Elvis State Line Sahara, 1974, Lake Tahoe, Nevada, May 19, 20, and 25. The shows. Well, first the back. It is the show from May 19th, the dinner show. May 20th, the midnight show. Those were always the best shows because it was looser then. And May 25th, the midnight show. And you see some great songs in here, like on CD 1, there's Spanish Eyes, live. It's supposed to be special. On CD 2, there's nothing really special, except Trying to Get to You, that's always a favorite of mine. And Big Boss Man, The Wonder of You, Bridge Over Troubled Water, can't go wrong with those songs. And on CD 3, there's I'm Leaving. That's one of the most beautiful songs he ever done, in my opinion. I like it very much. Now I'm going to show you the front again. That's the back. That's the side. And that's the other side. Doesn't hurt. Want the top and the bottom too? Okay. And that's the inside. The golden curtain. James Burton here. There's the menu for that engagement. 3 CDs, and I'm gonna get them out because there's always pictures behind them. I hope so. Otherwise I'm a liar. I'm not. I'll put them over here, and over here, and over here. Well, great pictures if you ask me. That's the inside. A hope you can see it. That's the other side. So ladies and gentlemen, as always, let me know in the comments what you think about my room. Do you like the progress? Of course, this is bare now, but it's going to be absolutely full of pictures of Elvis. My entire CD collection, my LP collection, my film DVD collection, photos, posters, everything you want, everything is going to be full of Elvis. And then I'm going to live here. I hope my wife will be okay with that, but she has no choice. Ladies and gentlemen, next time you see me, I'll be in the doghouse, and well, have a great night, have a great evening, have a great day, whatever it is when you're looking at this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and until the next one, goodbye.